So here's a story for you. The first time I went to a Renaissance festival was in the early 2000s when my high school drama club went to the Scarborough Fair in Central Texas and we performed our one-act play version of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Now, I've blocked out most of my memories about that day, like I've blocked out most of my memories about high school, but that's beside the point. The point is, it's been nearly 20 years since I set foot at a Ren Fair, and this month I broke that dry spell by attending the Sarasota Medieval Fair here in Florida. Since I'm essentially a newbie to it, I figured I'd share my experiences to give you a sort of essentials guide to what to expect if you go to one near you. First things first, dress codes and dressing up. As you can see here, Tyler and I decided to dress up. We took advantage of some Halloween costume sales to snag those basic outfits, about $100 for both. While mine included some pants that came down just past the knees, Tyler's did not, and he ended up wearing some blue jeans. Not authentic, but that's okay. At Sarasota's Fair, the dress code is very open, and you'll find that at most festivals. You don't have to come dressed in character, but it's not a day to Bikini Beach. Wear what's comfortable, and you're okay to get in. Just keep in mind, if you interact with salespeople or performers and you're not in some form of period dress, it may become a topic of good-natured conversation. Among the shops you'll see during your stay are many clothing and accessory vendors, so even if you don't go through the gate in costume, you can get kitted out pretty quickly. Many of the vendors hand make their wares with real leather and metals, but there are items to fit every budget. Now that leads to our next topic, money. You can get through a medieval fair without spending too much beyond your tickets, but if you plan to eat or do some shopping, come with cash. Not all vendors will accept your plastic, not because it's not period, but simply because they're not equipped. Many fairs will have ATMs on hand, but if you don't want to be dinged with fees, maybe get your spending money situated before the trip. Our next tip is interaction. Part of the experience is immersing yourself in your surroundings. The sights, the sounds, and yes, even the smells are meant to help ease you into the experience. You might find yourself speaking with people as you might in medieval times. If you're comfortable with accents and know a bit of the 1600s vernacular, that's cool, but again, you don't have to. My suggestion would be, at the very least, use a higher degree of good manners than you would use in the modern day. A simple "thank you, milady," or "good day, my lord," can take you a long way through the day. Don't be too shy to go outside of your comfort zone. Sure, you may not be a whiz at axe throwing right off the bat, but then again, you could be a natural archer. Or at least you can get 1 out of 5 into the target like Tyler did, which is one more than me. You may also be surprised with the people you'll see during your time at the fair. This season, the Sarasota Medieval Fair hosted the Wheel Walker, aka Ichabod Wainwright. Even if you haven't seen him in person, you might have caught his act in the 2015 cycle of America's Got Talent. He didn't make it past the audition phase, but it was an eye-catching performance nonetheless. He was one of the highlighted performers, and we got to see him do some really cool tricks with the so-called Wheel of Death.
And spears, yes.
Don't miss your chance to see spectacles. Check your fair's website for scheduled acts and plan your day accordingly. And remember, jousts and some other big attractions may require an additional purchase. Weather isn't usually a factor when it comes to canceling medieval fairs. In fact, many will keep running, rain, shine, or snow. Mud is so very Renaissance after all. Now, in our case, Florida was not going to risk a snowy season, but it did get quite hot. So plan frequent rest periods and budget yourself some money for water and other refreshments, because some fairs may not allow you to bring in outside containers. My biggest tip is pay attention. Fairs can get quite crowded and it can be easy to have unexpected run-ins with other fairgoers. Just be aware of your surroundings. Also, pay attention to signs. Some vendors can sell potentially dangerous items, and they may post signs such as "do not touch" or maybe "ask to touch." It's all to keep you and others safe, so be courteous and obey the posted signs. And be sure to obey the rules of the kingdom. Many fairs ban the use of swordplay or brandishing lifelike weaponry. Again, check with your fair's website and social media accounts for important rules of behavior. Whether you want to try out your fairy wings for the first time, be decked out as a pirate, or just absorb the scenery in your jeans and a t-shirt, a Ren Fair is an experience any fan of medieval history or TTRPGs will love if they come prepared. We'd love to hear about your experiences at the Ren Fair. Tell us your stories in the comments section of this video. While you're doing that, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. We're also listening to you on our Twitter account, d20_news, and you can email contact us at d20news.com. For now, I'm Chase McPherson. For Newsbreak, we'll see you next time.